My name is George Wachiuri, and I was a student here in the year 1986, and I cleared in 1991. My dormitory was Kiboko. And then when I came here, I said, the first thing I'll do before I do anything else is to paint that dormitory. And then I came with friends, and I was asking, Mheshimiwa Kanini Kega, ulikuwa dom gani? Haya, akaniambia. So all the alumni, please come here quickly, we'll be very fast. Yes. Tujipange hapa, haraka haraka hapa. Yes, we are many. Where are the others? Washira? Yeah, yes. Hey, Joachim. All these are guys who are here just the other day. Hey. Wow. Hey, we are many. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. And because you are on CNN, on behalf of others who schooled in Chinga Boys, we are just about to launch our Chinga Boys alumni. And we are about 40,000 old boys from this school. And then we say, there's no way other schools are forming big organizations. Our Chinga Boys, hata maua hatuna. Nimesikia library hakuna. Ai, jameni. Alumni, that one cannot work. We have to do something. So personally, I have made a promise, Bwana Chairman, and Chairman, ako wapi? Hey, we value you. You know, you have really inspired us. As you have said, we are painting Kiboko. So, Mungu akikugusa tu seme kakitu. We sema kakitu. And others who are watching us online, please, if you are belong to Chinga Boys, do something to this school. This school is beautiful, it's good. We have the best boys ever. These are lawyers, these are doctors, these are entrepreneurs. We have the best. And I agree with the principle that Chinga Boys is moving from good to great. And one thing I'm happy is that the chairman to the connect, we have connected with the chairman. The principal, we have connected. He is passionate. We go.
When we just came, we just said we are going to start with the small big things. And I just said I was in Chui A. So I'm taking Chui A to repaint it. The entire of Chui A, as a farm, Mudomi and Karanja, we are going to repaint it.
Wow, Mudomi and Karanja, they are painting Chui A. These are small things they're going to start, but they want to do bigger things. Thank you.
My name is Daniel Muremi Moiko, admission number 4510. Wow. I was the Nyati House Captain 1996. And when I joined Form 1, it was my house captain, Kim Degwa. Wow. Currently, I'm training police officers at the National Police College, Kiganjo. Matters academic, I'm the BOM chairman, Charity Secondary School. And I'm working with a team. I don't want to say it now what we are going to do because haijaiva. Ikiiva ndio tuwekelee kwa meza. I'm happy to be back at Chinga Boys. Since 1996 when we left, I only came once here and I'm very happy to be back. God bless you so much.
Thank you. My name is Paul Derito Moreidi. I'm a Derito Moreidi. I left Chinga Boys in year 2000. I was the Kefalu captain that year, and I'm happy to be here. I'll come maybe next time so that we can sit down with Kefalu people and see whether we can cool our buzi together. Is it okay? Thank you so much.
Munapigia makofi jameni. Mkipiga makofi, ma promises zinatokelezea.
Richard Kifue. I'm a BOM member in Chinga Boys High School. I'm an engineer by profession, and we are doing a friends with Professor Mokera.
Makofi.
How are you, parents and the students? My names are Robert Kimaru, admission number 5152. I came here early this year to bring my son, and I'm in the PTA. And there are things we are working there. I will come up with something when we sit on the desk. Keep up the good work, the boys.
Fantastic. Makofi.
My name is Joachim Wajaudegwa. I was here in 1990 and 1993. Admission number 4017. I was in 4B. Currently, I'm in business, real estate, and distribution. Having been a captain for Nyati in 1993, I've offered to paint that dome.
Ai, makofi hiyo. Ai, hata chief, hata sub chief, hata nani, makofi mzuri. Wachira.
Habari zenu. My name is David Wachira. I left here in the year 2001. My admission number is 5620. I was at SIBA, Kibiko number 10. I'm in the real estate industry, and I'm also doing business. And I'm also talking to the youth. I'm doing a lot of mentorship in schools. From January, I've talked to over 20 schools, but I'm glad to be here today. Mbarikiwe.
Atakuja kutuongelesha pia. Thank you, Wachira.
God is good. And other times, I think among our friends, I'm sure I'm the oldest alumni. I left this school in 1976. Admission number 828. Lakini wanasema 4,000. Mine was 828. I was among the first people who tried to do something, an input for Shiga Boys. I remember giving Shiga Boys 6 million shillings through a donor, a money that was put in the school's bank account. I was in Kifaru house. The money I'm talking about was meant to construct a biolatrine, a project that was started somewhere there. It was started, but something will be done about it. Okay, I am also thinking about doing something else, but I don't want to mention it here.
Haya, andika hapo question mark, nitamfuatilia kama mwenyekiti wa alumni.
Habari zenu nyote. Jina langu ni Elijah Mwangi Mboro, and I graduated from Chinga Boys in 1990. This is the first time since then that I have made this trip back, and I'm very, very, really emotional about this chance to come back. My nephew is a student in this school in Form 2, and I actually came partly because to bring my sister to see her son, and also for myself to reconnect with my school. I was in Twiga dormitory, and if I can do anything, if it's not painted, I believe since then it's about 30 years, it must have been repainted by now. So if I cannot repaint, then I'm gonna work with the chairman of the alumni to see what we can do together, especially about the library. It's a big shame that after 100 years of this school, almost, we don't have a library. So yeah, I'm happy to support that. I am in the profession of market research. It's not something that a lot of people know. I work in Saudi Arabia. I just came on vacation for about a month. I'm gonna be leaving in about a few weeks. And I advise the Arab people on how to run their business, especially the multinational companies. And I see great opportunity in all the faces that I can see around here. I can see great promise in these boys. Thank you very much.
Wow, thank you, Mr. Boro. Please, who is taking minutes? There are a lot of promises here. Engineer, are you taking minutes? You know, I'm excited as a chairman. Now, Twiga is painted. Sijui gani imebaki sasa.
Good afternoon once more. I am Joseph Kagunda Wachira, admission number 3881. Left this school in 1992, a member of Dovu dormitory. And chairman, what I can promise you is that I'm with these boys 24/7. And I am your foot soldier here.
Wow, Thank you, Mwalimu. We value you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you for the promise. Thank you very much. You can have your seats. Thank you very much. I value you. I value you. I value you. I value engineer. I value you. Thank you very much. I value you. Thank you, Wachiuri. Wow, that's fantastic. My job is actually done because I'm very excited to see that the alumni, they are willing to do something. I also came here this year, and it was also a shame on myself because I took 28 years since I left this school. So when I came, I said, no, George, you'll be doing things in Nyanza, Western Kenya. You can do something in Chiga Boys. So we are excited. And we'll be talking to the chairman of the BOM chairman and the management and the principal to see what alumni we can do. But on my own behalf, I think an appeal was done by Taekwondo team. Taekwondo team made an appeal that they want uniform. Those ones I'll buy myself. So to the parents, I think we have been given privilege to take care of these talents. These are talents. And as a parent, you have got a role to support these boys. Listen to them. Mold them. Talk to them. When you were in school, we had no role model. So we tried many things. But since now, as parents, as alumni, we are here, we can work with these 1,000 good Kenyan. Right now in Kenya, we have some challenges with boy child. We can be able to mentor this boy child to shine in the future. They have what it takes, they have capacity, and as parents, we have a responsibility to encourage them, to set goals with them. They say, if you have no goal, you go nowhere. And I urge all the boys, have a pen and a paper, a notebook. Write down your goals. When I was here, I said, hey, one time I'll buy my own car. You know, I come from Kieni, from a very poor background. In fact, people used to call us Juakali boys. But I wrote somewhere that one day I'll buy a car. Have a goal. What do you want to be? I talked to some boys here, they told me, I want to be a doctor, I want to be an entrepreneur, I want to be a businessman. Write it down. And that's assignment number 1. Set goals. Discuss with someone. And for a parent, be a positive role model. Be the correct role model. It is about monkey see, monkey do. What you do, this is what these guys are going to do. Monkey see, monkey do. We can mentor them as parents. We can listen to them. Listen to them. Even if they have awkward points, let them talk. Give an ear to them. They have something they are saying as parents. Listen to your children, to your boys. The parents, let's work with the teachers. These guys are important. We work with the teachers because the teachers know where it pains. You know, my boy is in Pioneer School. And what I did, I became a friend to the class teacher. So every week I call, how is my boy doing? That connection is very important. Don't leave these boys to the teachers. Create a relationship. And that way we make Chiga boys good to great. As a parent, we must demonstrate positive mental attitude. The way we talk to them. Don't be negative. What you speak is what you get. Even if they're not doing so well academically, tell them you have potential to do better. You have a boy who has got a very bad handwriting now in primary school. And every evening when I'm marking the homework, I tell him, hey Alex, your handwriting is improving. Maybe I want to be buyer. It's bad. The following day, your handwriting is improving. For us as parents, we must reinforce the positive attitude to these boys. And they can soar like an eagle. Monitor their performance. Work with the teachers. What about the students? Let me show you some tips for success for now and for the future. Because you have what it takes. You have the potential. You have the capacity. You have the brain. They say that the people who control the world, they use their head. What can you do as a student? Number 1, be a dreamer. Start dreaming big. I want to be a surgeon. I want to be an architect. I want to be a lawyer, like our chairman here. I want to be a teacher. Start those big dreams. What you dream is what you become. But some of us, we are influenced by our friends. You cannot think on yourself. You must overconsult. Have that dream. Number 2, as a student, appoint a role model. A person you can copy from. Your role model, a person you admire. Ask yourself as a student, whom do you admire? If the person you admire is a guy who is in the shop, yule anakunywaga 10, hata utakunywa nini? 10. Study that role model. So higher than them. Number 3, as a student, work hard, pray, and focus. You know, today I learned a lot from the team here who was doing the guard of honor. Amazing. Discipline, commitment, focus, determination. That's the secret of success. Have a regular routine. How do you spend your day? Are you the noisemaker in class? Are you the one who talk sideways? Like some are already talking sideways? Are you the kind of a person? You'll be surprised. People move, you'll be left. There are people we're in school with. Now, if they see somebody, they disappear. Because when they were in school, they were the one who was smoking bangi. I think it was somewhere here. I was a deputy captain. Mtu anamevuta bangi, tunampea maziwa. Are you the kind of that person here? Today, one of them is a mad guy in Westlands. Anakutaga makaratasi, an old boy. Of course, you are planning how to take him to rehabilitation. Don't be like those ones. Keep that focus. Form study groups. If you are weak in a certain subject, have a team that study together. When I was here, we were a group of 3 boys. One of them was called Moshiri Motelu. He did pharmacy. There was Gadubi. Gadubi now is an MP in General Motors, a very senior guy, senior than me, and myself, and Dr. George. He's not a doctor. The other day was CSC in Nyeri. We were studying together. Ask yourself, do you have a group that you study together? These are tips of success. Master the time management. Manage your time well. I think one of the presentations they said, we have only 4 years. Some have got 3 years, some few months. How are you managing that time? Participate in class discussions. Siwe mtu wa kukaa nyuma sana. Kaa mbele kidogo. Mwalimu akiuliza swali, chukua mkono. Answer the question. Once you develop that kind of discipline, even in the business field, you always be the first. Find your passion. What do you like doing? What's your gift as a student? If you're not good in biology, don't tell me I want to be a doctor. Me, I didn't want to be a doctor, but I was so poor in biology. Lakini CRA ikikuja A. Lakini biology C. What's your gift? What's your talent? Don't copy people. Identify your gift. Learn to say no. Some of you, when you go home, right here, there are some who have never taken alcohol, but you're going to take alcohol when you go home. Because you don't know how to say no. Umekaa tu kwa shopping center pale. Unaambiwa, hey, hebu jaribu hii. You must be bold to say no. Are we together? Finally, care for yourself. And once we do that as students, we can be able to move from one level to the next. Because when I look at you, I see massive potential. So we want to come here and celebrate you, your performance. We want to celebrate the Form 4. They made a commitment that they have a certain target. We want to celebrate that target. And one thing we can assure you as old boys, that we care about you, we value you, we are concerned about you, and we say it, maybe some knows that we want to come here and do mentorship. Even as we do infrastructure, we paint the halls and the rest. We want to come here and do mentorship. If you want to be a doctor, there are doctors who are old boys. Tutawaleta hapa. You want to be an entrepreneur like George Wachiuri? And last, for those boys who want to be entrepreneurs like me, we shall mentor them. Because you know the job of an entrepreneur is to create jobs, to solve problems. You want to be a lecturer, a teacher, we shall have them. You want to be any field, and born a principal, we shall come here and mentor these wonderful students. Why? I can already feel it, that Chiga Boys is moving from good to grade. And I thank the teachers for wonderful work you are doing. The principal, the POM. You know, when we came here, you could feel there's something happening. And we support you. Whatever that we can do, let us know. After this, we are having a sitting with the POM so that they list the top priorities for the school. And for the alumni who are out there and they are watching us, we are going to pick one project and run with it. And those of us who are watching us out there, please participate. If you came to Shiga Boys, you schooled this particular school, you can be able to do something. Not necessarily money, you can mentor, you can give your money, you can support a project because we have what it takes. So God bless you and have a wonderful, wonderful afternoon. God bless you.